Hello. Today is going to be a great day, you know, with our guest co-host, Skeleton, whatever you want to call it. It is October, it's Halloween. Look, she's dropping the Halloween guy. But today we're going to be talking about Halloween history. How they call them? Urban legends.
All Hallows Eve is what they call it.
Yeah, movies that were on history today. Horror movies that were made October 9th.
I've been like playing movies every night since September. I'm just creepy like that.
All right, and then we're going to pick my top 10 horror movies.
Old movies has to be at least.
Well, it's top 10s overall.
Right.
So all that and more when we come right back here on the LDM Show.
Step into the light where the stories glow, the laughter's high and the vibes just flow. Community heartbeats, we're here to show. This is the rhythm of the LDM Show. We bring the news, we bring the fun, from the rising moon to the morning sun. Relationships tight where the good vibes run. The LDM Show, where it's all begun.
Hello, and welcome to the LDM Show. I'm Charles Laloma, and this is Skeletor, whatever you want to call him. But it is October time, and it is Halloween and all this other stuff, the scary stuff. You know, and we were just talking about from the 1970s to the 1980s were the best of horror, and I'm not the only one that said it. People Magazine says it.
Yeah. Even if they didn't
awards said it. They said the 70s to the 80s were the best times. You know, and beginning 80s.
Yeah.
You know.
There were a lot of firsts, you know, and originality too.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing beats originality.
And to me, I was looking at some of the 200 videos. Movies that are out. In the 70s and 80s, I noticed that half of them play with your emotions. Like that's your darkest dream.
For me, forget about a boogeyman and something that's kind of real, but not. This is where it starts.
It was like, you know, like the boogeyman.
Yeah, you gotta
and
get,
like it all
Freddy
plays with
Krueger.
your imagination.
Yeah. Freddy Krueger used to mess with me because if I can't sleep, I'm like I don't know if you've ever been so tired that you want to cry.
And you can't sleep, and you're tossing and turning, and you're like, oh my God.
For whatever reason, you can't sleep. Like,
yes.
You can really go insane.
Oh,
so if you got somebody clawing and killing you, you're asleep.
It's going to be crazy. But before we get into all this, let's jump into Word on the Street. I ain't got that much word on the street. Just
no, not new.
The good thing a week or so ago. New York had a good vibe. Adam dropped out, so that was good. That was good. That was a good vibe.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
But people, we got what? 2 more weeks, maybe a week left to vote.
Yeah, I got my ballot the other day.
Please think, not with anger, with your brain. And there's only 2 people that I say right now that's good for.
And answer the back, because there's propositions there that are worded to trick you into choosing something that is not for your benefit. So read carefully. Read
and stop using your feelings. Oh, I don't like this guy because it is no. Who's good for New York right now? I can say just Curtis is the only thing that I can see. Just because he's not into this. He's a bad guy.
He's not yet a politician.
Yeah, he's not in. If you notice, he doesn't really go into these debates and talk. No, he's around the streets talking to people, figuring out what's needed. People. That's what you need. You don't need these people, especially not that Indian guy who's talking about letting the people decide what's good for the police. And if the police gets in trouble, the police decide what punishment.
Sounds a little bit like the Wild Wild West.
Yes. He's changing everything into like a Russia type of thing.
Communism, yeah.
No, we don't want that. And if you vote with him, y'all the stupidest people. I'm definitely going to be one of those people that
Just
say I
because
might
it's
be leaving
different
New York.
doesn't mean it's the best thing, you know. Like, I mean, yeah. Like, if you're gonna choose somebody different, Saliba would be the one who's closest to everybody's values.
And think about it. He was the one that started the Guardian Angels back in the 80s when people needed someone to be
the
safe.
scariest of New York City.
And he was there to save.
Yeah.
He was there for a lot of stuff that
means
people don't
something.
know.
That means something. You know, taking control over your life. Like, you know, the cops aren't doing enough, or wherever they're not. You know, I'm gonna do something about where I live. You know, it's crazy.
I'm not one that's be like, hey, vote for this one person, but
Right.
who is there?
Right. That's why I'm surprised to hear you say that.
Yeah, because there's no one else, and a lot of people are not noticing that he's running.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like trying to make sure you guys know.
They don't want to.
There are other people that are running that are good for New York. Don't only go for what
What's
the
popular.
media is showing. The two people that the media keeps showing
That
and all
they
the
spend
time.
millions
No,
of dollars.
they spend money for to be shown. That's why, you know.
They spend millions of dollars on these ads to deface each other and.
Yeah, and January coming, buses will be $3. People
It's
were
already in my mind $3.
No, but people were
Or
complaining.
free. It's either free or $3.
Yeah, I was like, when they said they're gonna raise it up, I was like, oh my God, $3. I was like, wait ain't it $2.90 now? It's only 10 cents.
Yeah.
It's only 10 cents. People were complaining, and I
don't
thought it was
really-
going up 50 cents,
I don't
$1.
really count those little cents. They be like, you know.
I always average it out anyway,
I
round it
average
off.
out. And even when you redeem, they don't average you out like 5.10 and.
Even when you put in money, if
Do you want
notice,
$2.90?
if you put money, they say right.
They
say
always bundle
$3.50,
you.
$3. They don't say $2.90.
Never.
So I didn't even think about it. It was
They don't even want
$2.90.
you to know that it's not $3. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. But listen, you know, and then people complaining, oh, but the trains are never on time. That's why I don't pay. Stop looking for excuses for being broke.
It's the right thing to do.
Stop looking. That's a broke mentality.
It's the right thing to do.
No, because you think about it. In the 70s
Somebody
and
gotta
80s,
pay, though.
the 70s and 80s, the buses and the trains were never on time. There was always problems. Trains and everything's been decades
In
like
LA,
that.
it's still like $1 something.
Yeah, it's been decades like that. So stop complaining and trying to look for the excuses that you don't want to pay. Please.
No, I knew it would never stop going up when they were like, oh, you know, we're gonna go for this 4-year plan and 50 cents this year and then 50 cents the next year. That was the last one.
Keep begging for minimum wage to go up. That's what's going to happen. And that's another thing that the Indian guy
Somebody's
wants to
gotta
do.
pay for it.
The Indian guy wants to bring minimum wage up to $23. And he
And the
said
price
it.
of living is gonna
He
go
said it because he knows all these broke people gonna want to be like, yeah, $23. Yeah, count your $23 after your check and tell me if it's
That's
any
a
difference.
salary, you know.
It's not gonna be any difference. Your rent is gonna go up. The food is gonna go up. Clothes is gonna go up.
You're gonna be paying more taxes.
You're gonna pay more taxes. You're
With
the
less food.
stupidest people in the world. Listen.
With half a bowl of ramen.
Then you go like, why I got more
Sharing
money
the
and I'm
kitchen
still
and the
broke.
bathroom.
I'm still broke. I'm still broke. Come on, please.
No.
You're gonna
It's just
continue.
getting worse and worse.
No, it's gonna be continue being broke. Just stop it with your nonsense of But listen.
Who has the answers these days? You know.
Yeah, that's true. Right. So we don't know. But anyway,
Don't know.
that's all I have for word on the street. So
It's a lot mouthful.
hey,
It's a
listen.
mouthful.
But let's jump into our new segment, which is on Today of History. Before I jump into anything else, in 1865, way back then, the first U.S. underground pipeline for carrying oil was laid in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
So it started in 1865, and I thought when I first read that, I thought it was later than that, like
Like the
17s
90s.
and something, that they started digging for the pipelines.
You said 18 when?
1865.
That's early.
Yeah. Well, early or late? Because
I
didn't
thought
we
they
know
would've
about oil
started-
for a long time?
Yeah, but we didn't have like infrastructure.
True.
You know? We still
Yeah,
didn't
that's
have
true.
plumbing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's
we,
what I'm like,
we still
really?
outhouses.
Yeah.
we
so
still had
I'm like,
outhouses.
I always think about that ever since I like learned about it. I'm like, damn, I don't know what I guess I would make do, but that was late.
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
had to have a mansion or something like that back in the late 1800s, So
Yeah, that was late 1800s.
they
So
didn't have a plumbing system. Everybody was still.
yep. And then in the also in the late 1800s, 1876 was the first time they had a two-way telephone.
Yeah. Who had the first number?
I know, right? Yeah, could I call? And I remember.
001.
Yeah, you had to be like, can I call Bensonhurst 001? And they'd be like, okay, and then they'll take a little thing, and then they put it. Yeah, that thing. You can imagine the operator. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you said 3. Okay,
They had roller skates.
that was 4.
All women had roller skates.
Remember? Oh man. Oh, the diners with the roller skate stuff.
Yeah,
Remember that?
the operators had
and the
roller skates.
operators had the to take out this one and put this one, and there was no area code 347 blah blah blah. No, it was Bensonhurst or New York 221.
Because only a few people had numbers.
Because there was not that many.
Did you know how it first looked when the electric wires were crossed?
Yeah.
It looked crazy. It was like really low to the ground and chaotic. Yeah, it was just. I saw a picture of it. It was crazy.
And since it's October and horror month, in 2001 is when Amtrak started. The Amtrak letters.
When Amtrak started in 2001?
When they started sending those Amtrak letters and people were getting sick by opening them and everything. It was
anthrax?
That people use the excuse. I didn't pay my bill because I didn't want to open the letter.
No, after 2000, anthrax was like, I had to get one of those shots.
Yeah, 2001 they were sending envelopes to like senators, postmen, and everything. So when they were touching it,
the postmen were getting contact.
Yeah, we're getting that contact.
That's how they found out.
Wow, that's almost 25 years ago. It's going to be 25 years ago in 2026.
Somebody's 25 years old. Some people.
Jesus Christ! So if you're under 25, you probably never heard of it. So
9/11. What?
What? I'm telling you. But that was in today's history in October 9th, 1860.
That happened today, huh?
Yeah, 2001
the
today.
ribbon on the pipe. A lot of people died in those types of, right?
And
mining.
then people started making, jokes. I didn't pay my rent. I didn't pay this because I'm not opening that bill. You want me to pay it? You come open the bill.
Under digging holes and stuff. Yeah.
You can imagine how many, even the oil.
It's not for me.
Even the oil, digging in the oil in the sea. How dangerous that is.
That's creepy.
That's
because they make their own islands.
But if you think about it, they make the most money because they only work 3 months.
But I've heard about a couple accidents.
3 months, and they make almost 2 to 3 years of salary.
Yeah, they do.
So that's
almost like truckers.
Yeah, but that's the most way dangerous.
It is dangerous.
And they said that it's not only dangerous body-wise, it's mentally dangerous because they say like in the dark, you're in the dark. So now
That's right, you're in the middle of the ocean.
Right, so now they have all these things with bright lights, so it can be better.
Yeah.
So because you were looking at a sea of darkness.
Creepy.
But then
that's worse than
there's
a naval
storms.
ship
There's probably storms and stuff like that, right? Oh, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know.
People think, because they see it on TV, a little ship in the sea, but the waves, that's a whole nother, you're talking about thousands of feet, it's down below. We don't know what's down there.
I don't know.
Something to get you before you get down there, though. I guarantee you that.
That's why, to me, I have the most fear, thing of the sea, especially in the dark. And then all of a sudden, when your eyes really focus in, there's a big whale just looking at you, like, what are you talking? Nah, I'm not doing all that.
If you're lucky.
If I'm lucky.
Yeah, because like Titanic, can you imagine
being in the
after
dark.
all the screams and
and that's the only way you heard people was because of the screams and the chatter of their teeth.
But there's no light.
Teeth.
If there's no moon, there's no light.
Yeah. And even if there's moon, you only got that little moonlight crossing the river, the ocean. The rest is dark. Yeah. Like you can't even see what's coming fast in front of you until it's there. No, that's not me.
So that's why the horror movies where they're like down under, and those are the good ones to me.
Yes, but also in October, movies that came out on October 9th were Alien Terminator versus Alien 1996. It came out. Halloween 4 came out in 2001, right with Anthrax. I know, right?
Like literally, at least 10. From the time, like from the 80s at least. Or
the remake of Children of the Corn.
Oh, wow.
The Children of the Corn, the original was kind of creepy.
I know.
That was kind of creepy. Little kids killing adults.
It's
As
always
soon as
creepy.
what? You're
Kids
18 or
killing
16?
is always creepy.
It was like 16 or 18 when they kill you. Something like that.
I don't know. They just. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't allow adults.
Right.
You know, so it was a crazy. If you haven't seen it, go try to watch it. And then also Wrong Turn Part 2 came out in 2007. Wrong Turn was these guys.
I'm sure I have, but.
That made a wrong turn, but they made a mistake by almost crashing with a truck or something. But that truck driver was crazy.
Yeah.
Following them everywhere, killing people. Oh, it was one of those crazy things.
Yeah,
but that's what happened in October 9th. So, but Wrong Turns came out in 2007.
Today.
Yeah, today. And Halloween 4, which Halloween 3 was the wackest one. Was it Halloween 3, the one with the mask?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, when I was like 3 more days for Halloween. Oh my God,
Yeah,
that
I
was.
don't remember.
It had nothing to do with Michael Myers. It was a
There's
factory.
usually one that doesn't.
A factory that was making masks and blowing up the kids. Oh, it was stupid. It had nothing to do with Michael
Making
Myers.
hockey masks?
Yeah, no, Halloween masks like pumpkins and all this. It was stupid. It was just. It had nothing to do with the franchise. I don't know what happened. And then they tried to make it 3D because that's when 3D was coming out, the movies.
Yeah, whatever happened to 3D, huh?
Well, that was in the beginning of 2000, the ending of the 19s.
Oh man, 3D
So-
is like gone.
Yeah, they did Jaws 3D. They did a
Remember
couple.
they had those 3D TVs too?
Yeah,
you
you
had
had
to buy the
a
glasses.
blue and red glasses. So those
I
are
wonder
good.
if any of you got those TVs with the glasses. Let me know how that go. How that
Oh
is
my
right
God! Well, then now they got the hologram glasses and stuff. So
now. Oh, that's
See?
That's like watching movies on VR. Like I can't watch VR. Like with the headset.
yeah, it gets me dizzy
I'm
sometimes.
dizzy after
yeah,
10
yeah,
minutes.
yeah. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. But we're gonna take a commercial break, and then we're gonna talk about movies, horror movies, and I'm gonna give you my top 10s, and then if you have a top 10, shoot that out there. But we'll be right back. Don't get scared. Be back.
Come, let's play. LDM Radio. Come, let's play. Fun is what we crave.
Let's go.
You're listening to New York City's LDM Radio. Another long stretch of continuous music.
Back into time. Flashback.
Make my move, gonna live my dream, gonna make my
New York City's LDM Radio.
The best radio station in the world is right here, right now.
All right, well, welcome back to the LDM Show, where we're talking about horror movies. This is October. Hope you get your scary on, and if you're sitting watching us with someone else, don't squeeze their arm too hard. When you start remembering these horror movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So like they said, 70s and 80s were the top for a horror movie, and like we were saying, it's because it played with your mind.
Yeah.
And it played with your deepest, darkest fears.
Yeah.
Now it's all about blowing up somebody and you're stabbing and
That's not scary because it's
you
not.
know.
I mean, it is scary. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Mass shootings are scary. All of that.
but I want that thriller type of thing.
Right. A psychological, get in your mind. A what ifs, have you questioning. When a movie has you questioning your life,
Yes.
it's a good movie.
And a cheap plug, buy my book and you'll understand why I made a book just like that.
Suspense.
A suspense of who did it or why they doing it, and then you
you
find
wondering.
out you think you're smart, but then you're not smart because it's not the person.
Surprise.
It's crazy. But I'm going to tell you my top 10, and then we're going to go to your top 10 to see if it's the same. Or you want to just do my 10 and your 10?
No, go ahead.
You want to go back and forth?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go from 10 to 1.
Okay.
My number 10, I have to go with Amityville Horror, but the original, 1984.
Yeah.
The original, and which it was based on a true story, so I think that's what's more scarier. Like, ding. And then again, good and evil. Did evil really take over?
Yeah, that's a real battle in life.
Because you really think about it, that house, someone killed their whole family.
Yes.
And then a new couple rents that house, and the same thing happened to them.
That's creepy.
And then the movie, which is the third couple. People don't realize that's the third couple. The original movie in 1984 is the third couple that brought the house.
The Santos or...
Right. If you watch the beginning of the movie, he says, they killed the house. And then the kid before us, he says, before us. That means there was two.
Yeah.
And then he was the third one about to do the same thing. So maybe the house was evil that it makes you want to kill your whole family.
There's a show called... I can't even tell you what it's called, but there's a psychic and like a medium, and then there's a detective, a retired New York State detective, and he fact checks, but she goes and feels the house.
Right.
And they meet at the end. They don't talk during the whole thing, but they meet at the end with the family to tell them what they found. And sometimes she'll get a sketch artist to draw the little spirits and shit. It's scary. And then he'll be like, well, this is Indians died here, and this white man came and killed his whole family, and then stuff like that. And sometimes the land is tainted. Sometimes it needs to be blessed because so much nastiness has been there, so much negativity in one place.
Yep.
Like you go into a room, you feel it.
And Amityville was one of those.
It's a very real feeling.
Now, this is our top 10. We're not saying that this is the magazines or,
this is what
or
scares
the
us.
the bestsellers in the world. So if you have your top 10s, please let us know on the bottom as well. But my number 9 is Prom Night, 1980.
Okay. You just got
what was her name? Curtis?
Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
And her
listen, I'm not worrying about spoilers because if y'all haven't watched it yet, that's on you guys.
Let me tell you what happened.
Right, but this was basic kids that were playing in an abandoned building in the beginning of the movie.
I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
Yeah, there was like, the killer's coming, and the kid falls out the window and dies.
Yeah.
Many years later, someone is killing these same kids.
Right, who is
that
it?
was in the hotel. So you have, in the
It's Jamie Lee,
the abandoned, and Jamie Lee's in there. So you have to find out
killer,
who's the killing. No, they're trying to kill her too. So who's trying to kill is the whole thing of. And then the way they do it for 80s movie, especially in one of them that they chopped the person's head, you got to watch that. Prom Night, 1980, not the new one, the 1980 with Curtis. That's the original. That one is pretty good. I had Rhea watch it, and she got scared. She was like, "Oh my God!" She was trying to figure out who's doing it.
So it's like a killer thriller.
Yeah, it's like a whodunit thriller type of movie. So it's pretty good. The icky part is when the little kid's voice is, "The killer is coming, the killer." It's like, oh my God, it's just irritating, scary. Number 8, I didn't really find it scary, but it's a classic, and I have to go with Psycho.
Yeah. Gotta have
1960 Psycho, not the new one.
Right.
And again, it's just the music. He's stabbing and
that's half the movie, really.
Yes.
People don't notice now they're making movies where there's no script. Like the actors are quiet, like A Quiet Place. What's the other one I saw? I don't know. They're just being quiet, right?
But the music,
But the music is the whole thing, because if you don't hear something, you're not moved.
Yeah. Well, they said even Ria was telling me that scientists and all of them say if you're watching a horror movie and you don't want to get scared, lower down the music, the volume.
Oh yeah, don't feel the bass, because the bass is gonna get you. And
in the 70s and 80s, their music, it was iconic, and to this day, if you hear some of the theme songs,
the best,
you know the movie it came from. So, but that was my number 8. Like again, I didn't think it was too scary.
Just a classic.
Yeah. My number 7, 13 Ghosts.
I like
2001.
I was just thinking about that.
That
It's
one was-
underrated.
Yeah, very underrated.
I don't know why
because
people.
I even watched
Rodrigo was
it.
in it. Like Tony
I watched it
Shalhoub.
because there was nothing else to watch.
I actually had. That was one of my first DVDs I owned.
Oh,
Because it was the only thing that was like out at the time that there was.
back when
DVDs.
TV was TV, I was
Oh.
flipping channels,
I was
and
like,
this
eh.
was just starting.
Yeah, that
so I
shit
was
is
like,
creepy.
wait, let me watch it because I had never watched it,
Yeah.
and it
I
was
saw that.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then you had to put the glasses on to
Yeah,
see the.
that's what makes it creepy.
And as soon as they put that glasses, one of the scary people were there, the spirits. Oh my God!
I didn't like that.
Watch it. These are
Juggernaut.
my go-to watch for the Octobers. If you haven't watched it yet, especially. But 13 Ghosts was pretty good.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, check it
It's
out.
very entertaining.
There was a couple of celebrities in there.
Tony Shalhoub, Rod Digger.
Yeah.
What's his name from Scream?
The not Psych, Monk.
Yeah,
The
Tony
guy.
Shalhoub.
Yeah, that was him. He was there. So check that out.
That girl from American Pie.
And
And somebody else from Matrix.
Vampire. No. Vampire Diary was.
Forgot where that white lady was from. The other
Was
one.
another one. But my number 6, can't say his name 3 times. Candyman.
Oh, see?
Candyman, 1992.
All brown people are scared of Candyman.
Oh, my. Again,
Especially if you're in the projects, because
yeah,
that's really
Candyman
where.
is the movie is not based on it, but the name Candyman is based on a real killer.
Yeah,
That
didn't
he
he
used
kill
to
his
kill,
son?
and he used to eat candy, and his
Was
teeth
that the
was
one
rotten.
who killed his son or no?
Well, he killed a couple of people,
Yeah.
plus his family. But he always
Sick.
used to have candies around, so that's why they called him the Candyman.
Anybody who gives out sweet stuff and is doing evil stuff is really
Yeah,
scary.
but this one was good. The first Candyman was real good. Check it out if you
With,
have not seen it.
Damn.
1992. So, but I forgot his name.
Tony Todd.
Yeah, and it was in the projects type of thing.
Yeah, it was a projects type of thing, and then you got this naivete white lady and her black friend going in. Oh, we're
And
just scholars and we're checking out. We're doing research.
Yep. And FYI, this was supposed to be a B movie.
Was it?
Yep. I was
They
reading
came out
about
with
it.
like
It
a
was,
few of them.
That's why the
second one wasn't
color,
bad either.
The color of it and everything.
Yeah.
It was not a part
makes
of
sense.
that because it was supposed
So
to
they
be.
came
but
out on
it,
top.
but it was so good they had to throw it in the movies that it just blew up. It was
Yeah.
like crazy. Started off with the white lady trying to do a story, a
Yeah.
background.
I can imagine going to the theater to see that.
That was crazy. That is scary.
The second one was creepy too, but
Yeah, the third it
was just enough,
Yeah,
right?
it was enough. My number 5, of course, which we were talking about, Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, the first one, 1984.
Yep.
That one was kind of crazy.
That was
People
a
were
good
scared to
year.
sleep.
That was the year I was born.
And you know why it was more creepy, especially, I don't know to everybody else, but to the Spanish people, we believe that if you die in your sleep, you
Yeah.
die for real life. So that Nightmare on Elm Street
your- like your
really
soul is
kicked us.
captured, yeah.
Really kicked with us. We were
I
like,
get it.
A lot of Spanish people were like, "Well, I'm not going to sleep. I'm not
Hey.
going to sleep." They were really scared of this
Yeah.
nightmare. So, and it was based on a guy that was killing kids. The whole story is not true.
It was a pedophile.
Pedophile or something like that. But and then they
Anybody
burned
who's
him.
killing kids 9 times out of 10 is also abusing them. So
Yeah. So.
some way.
But number 4, which I thought it was kind of creepy because I seen it on TV, Friday the 13th, the first one. And if you think
That's
about
one of my favorite movies. I was watching it the other day.
Friday the
I
13th, the
laughed
first one.
when the head was cut off. She goes, like this.
Yes, and
The fight scene is like classic.
Yeah.
It's classic because they were fighting for a while for like 3-5 scenes. And
Yeah.
finally, I'm just like, I laugh at scary movies because I've been watching them since I was
and then
3.
the thing is that they didn't really talk about Jason because Jason was not really part of
People
the
get
first
tripped
one.
up. Who was the killer in Friday the 13th, the first one?
Right. It
was
was
the
not
mother.
really Jason. It was the
was the
mother.
mother.
So Jason didn't kick in until the second part.
She was psychotic.
She was
Kill her,
crazy.
mommy, kill her.
Oh my God.
They weren't paying any attention to him.
The ending of the first one was crazy that Jason
And
actually
they
came
always
out.
play it back in the beginning of the next movie. That's so crazy.
Again, these are not spoiler alerts. If you have not seen it, that's on you. Unless you're 20. Unless you're 20 and under,
It's all right.
obviously.
You still had to watch it. you
Still
know?
watch it. It was a crazy one. First, second, The third was a 3D one. I didn't really
I'm
like
up to
it.
the fourth one now.
I didn't really like the 3D one too much.
They go to Manhattan at one
And then they
point.
wrote up Manhattan, and then it was Jason versus. It was just
I think
getting
5
ridiculous.
is Manhattan or 6 or something like that. But after 5, 4, it gets to be.
Then he was going, fighting Jason.
He's not dying.
Nightmare on Elm Street versus Jason. It was
Right. That's what I'm saying. He came back with Jason. Now, all of us wanted to see that. We have to watch it.
Yeah, we had. It was like a wrestling.
Wasn't Kelly
It was a
Rowland
wrestling.
in it? She died.
It was a WrestleMania. WrestleMania part right there.
Right. It's like not highly unplausible, but you still want to see,
Yeah.
because it's entertaining.
My number 3, classic 75, Jaws.
Oh, wow.
And again, Nightmare on Elm Street.
I could see
I don't
it's
remember.
the first real water scary
Yeah,
movie.
I don't remember the theme song Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street? Oh, it's like...
Oh, 1, 2,
2,
Freddy's coming for you.
you.
So once you hear the 1, 2, you get scared. You know this, right? Friday the 13th was.
Yeah.
You were like, oh shit, somebody's gonna die.
I was-
like, you get scared. And here in Jaws was. And then the volume gets bigger. You knew something was gonna happen, and then nothing happened. You're like, oh my god,
Spielberg.
oh my god. Spielberg kills me every time he makes one
But
of these
it
movies.
set the trend. It was the first, because there's no other shark movies before that.
And Jaws would not have been
And
made.
nothing better after that, really.
They went over budget. They had a lot of
Did they?
mistakes. They lost the first Jaws in the ocean. It was chaotic. I was watching the documentary.
The metal thing?
Yeah, the original Jaws, and then they found it a couple
saw
years
that,
ago.
yeah.
They found it underwater a couple years ago, so it
is
was
a classic.
crazy. But if they would have stopped and said, "Forget it, we lost money, we're not doing it no more," but Spielberg said,
Why?
"No,
What's the point?
Let's just keep going.
You might as
I've
well-
already lost money.
You
Might as
gotta
well keep
make
going."
the money back,
Oh, they made it. Plus
Yeah.
more. Plus
you know
more.
what I mean? Imagine if they quit.
If they would have quit, we'd have never had a good
And he would have been in debt.
shark movie. The Shark Tick.
You gotta take risks.
Magna would have never came out. That the one with John Staples, whatever his name is.
All of that.
None of these movies would have
Color
came
Purple?
out. None of these good movies would have came out.
No.
So my number 2, of course, is.
Wait. Halloween.
Yep, Halloween, man. Oh man, the original.
I think I might add that to my list.
Halloween was crazy.
original.
Especially when you find out it was a kid that killed the family and then wants to kill the whole family and is not dying until the whole family's dead.
Yeah.
It's like the whole
Wasn't that
chaotic.
her brother? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, so
To this day,
still out there.
she's running around with gray
Still out
hair.
there.
Michael is just out of control. I know how to kill him.
No, you don't.
Fucking year, every 10 years. It's
Yeah, we're in Halloween 35 already, and you still haven't killed him.
I would have killed myself.
And the first, my number 1 and the creepiest one that I watched once and I couldn't watch it again, Exorcist. That
You
thing
could
was-
never watch it again?
When I was young? Oh no! I didn't want to. Then I watched it again when I was
I gotta watch
older.
the uncut version where she runs down the stairs back.
Yeah. Oh my God! No. See, and this was
That was a
1973.
controversial movie. One, because people died
Yeah.
making
yeah.
it, and two, because it had to do with the church and
with
evil.
the demons and everything and stuff. But that was my top
top
10s. Let me know what your top 10s are. We're going to hit a
Absolutely.
commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to hit Lydia's top 10s and see if it's pretty much similar.
go nowhere.
Or maybe I didn't hear some of the movies. Maybe. We don't know. But don't go nowhere. We'll be right
Maybe you'll
back.
learn some new ones.
Right? Welcome back to the LDM Show, and this is our horror month, and today we're talking about our top 10 horror of all time. I really didn't pick on mine, anything from now, because it's not too many, but those were my horrors. So Lily, 'Lilia, you kick it in, let's
All right,
see.
I got a few too many, but I'm gonna keep it brief. So, 1 is Halloween. 2 is Nightmare on Elm Street. 3 is Jason. 4 is Freddy. 5 is Jason. 6 is Halloween. 7 is Exorcist. 8 is Exorcist. 9 is Halloween. 10 is Exorcist. 11 is Halloween. 12 is Halloween. 13 is Halloween. 14 is Halloween. 15 is Halloween. 16 is Halloween. 17 is Halloween. 18 is Halloween. 19 is Halloween. 20 is Halloween. 21 is Halloween. 22 is Halloween. 23 is Halloween. 24 is Halloween. 25 is Halloween. 26 is Halloween. 27 is Halloween. 28 is Halloween. 29 is Halloween. 30 is Halloween. 31 is Halloween. 32 is Halloween I'm gonna start with Nosferatu. It's a
What's
classic.
that, your 10 or your first?
That's my 10. I'm
okay.
starting with the bottom.
All right.
So Nosferatu, I want to say it was in the 20s, 1920s. This old black and white movie. Vampire guy, long nails, pale face, creepy.
Ah, yeah.
And there was some discrepancy as to the story behind it, like as to whether or not he was a real guy and all this other stuff. They even made a movie about it.
Yep.
So
yeah,
that's a classic. It always it just
And that
just looking at him makes me creeped out. So,
and that film now a lot of the films, like you're watching us, we're on 30 frames per second, right? That means 30 pictures for 1 second. They speeded that one up a little.
no sound.
And no sound. They speeded it up. It was
color,
almost 60 frames per second on that one. That's why some of them is, you're moving quickly.
That's what makes it creepy.
Yeah.
You notice that nowadays they try to emulate that in certain movies?
No, but
like,
he was creepy as it is. That, I got you.
Yeah. All right, The Birds, the classic.
Oh my God, I had that, but that was my 11. That was my number 11.
The original in the 60s.
I couldn't go
hope they
outside
never
without
remake
looking
it.
at. I couldn't go to the beach. After watching that, I was looking at the beach like looking at those seagulls.
Still, so I hope they don't remake that because you gotta really.
That's a classic. You
gotta
can't
leave it
touch
alone.
it. I don't even like that they what they call that when they put color on.
Yeah,
color vision.
Yeah,
color vision.
Technicolor.
Yeah, I didn't like it
I
because
didn't like it either.
lost.
This was one of the last movies they put in
and
black
then
and
plus
white.
you seen some of the fake birds when they did it.
You see the graphics.
Yeah.
Or the lack of.
But I have the DVD with the documentary, and they show how one of the birds were fake, and she was walking. She was going like this.
We take this stuff for granted now.
Yeah, but that was
That's
you
like
can
this.
imagine if you could do that right now. That movie again, it touches your mentality because there are more birds than there are people.
Right.
So if they attack us
And
right
birds
now.
do attack. Like they can.
You can imagine all of them attacking at one time. Ooh, no.
And now all of them, is like it's just too much.
And that was.
I'd like to see you
that
get
was
away.
Hitchcock, right?
Yep.
That was Hitchcock.
That was Hitchcock. Number 9, Teeth. I don't know if you've ever heard of this movie.
Teeth.
It's a B movie.
Trying to think.
Teeth is about, I want to say it came out like between 2000 and 2015, somewhere 2010, 2015. It's about a girl who was born with teeth in her vagina. So it's kind of comical, but it's also creepy. Mentally, because the way that they were able to portray or convey, these scenes of horror.
And she was just doing it for the heck of it, just to kill everybody?
No. Sometimes it was retaliation against abuse or, that's usually what it was. If she said no and the person continued to pursue her, they would get bit.
Oh my God. Talk about using your teeth.
Yeah, so, but she couldn't really love too. She was afraid to make love. So it's interesting, if you ever got time to kill. Another one, Human Centipede. If you've never seen it, it messes with kind of like your stomach. I don't know, you've seen it?
Human Centipede. I'm trying
Get
to
the
remember.
hell out of here. This German doctor, he makes a human centipede out of 3 people, 3 tourists.
Oh my God.
Mouth to anus, which is a really crude surgery because it's not like he's going in. He's only connecting the mouth to the anus. So, he's not connecting the intestines or anything really deep. So, of course, somebody's getting sick, but stay tuned because it's a whole process. There's a sequel. There's a third one that's not so good, but the sequel is creepy too.
What's it called?
The Human Centipede.
Human Centipede.
Ask Rhea if she's seen that one.
You can check that out. Those are the B. Some of these B movies are kind of scary.
Like The People Under the Stairs.
Oh, seen that one.
Anybody in the hood has seen it. I know you have. The people,
They remade that one, right?
Did they?
I think they remade
feel like
that
they
one.
did. That's a Stephen King.
I'm trying to remember if they remade it.
I think it's a Stephen King or.
Yeah, the original.
People Under the Stairs. They got a slum landlord. These white people. They're incestuous and they're crazy and they keep killing people.
91 was the original, right?
That makes sense. Yeah.
In 91. So, it was a horror comedy.
Yeah, because it's funny. It's funny.
Wes Craven.
Wes Craven, thank you.
Wes Craven.
And that was who did Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. It's funny. But let me see. Carrie It's a classic.
Oh my God, with the car?
Yes. No.
No.
That's Christine.
Christine.
Carrie's
the blood.
Was,
the blood that falls on
Stephen
top.
King. Yeah. So they're all gonna laugh at you.
Mm-hmm.
She had
The original.
telekinetic powers.
The original.
only.
The original.
Well, I think that was the 70s. John Travolta was in it.
Yeah,
You can't redo that.
Yeah, they tried. They did
Right,
that. Second
they did
Carrie.
as decent of a job as they could with I don't remember that chick's name.
But I think the original came out way better just because, especially at the end when the blood is coming down her.
It's creepy.
It's just
Plug it up.
plug it up.
You
And
tease
again-
a girl's being bullied.
Cruel kids getting what
High
they-
school getting their asses whooped.
Ooh.
You know,
So
and they deserved it. So you're gonna like watching them get their revenge, get her
Yes.
revenge rather, if you haven't.
And then you already know who's the killer and all that because she's doing it
scary.
right there in front of you.
Poor old weak Carrie.
Yeah, and the person that they had do that, she looked a psycho.
Yeah.
You know, she looked like
Sissy
one of
Spacek?
those. Yeah, so.
Because she's a ginger and she's really
Yeah.
pale and she's got freckles. So then when you put the red blood on her, she's got the long straight
She's
hair.
not the one that was in Shiny, right?
No,
'Cause
that's
she looks like her a little.
That's that lady who was in Popeye.
Yeah, oh yeah, Popeye. Olive oil was Shiny.
She looked just like olive oil.
Yeah.
You said Friday the 13th.
Friday 13, yeah, that was my number 4.
Right. I grew up on that. Like I was like kind of forced to watch it at 3.
Damn.
Yeah, 'cause
Scary
they
movie to
enjoyed
watch.
it in the 80s. And my uncle had the little glove, the
Oh, my
little
God.
Halloween glove, so he'd go under
I
the
think,
bed and
I think a lot of people
scratch
had the
my
claw.
little ankles.
The little claws, everybody had that.
This is why I'm sick today. So
Before Edward Scissorhands came out. Edward
Edward Scissorhands is a good movie. It's not
Yeah.
scary.
That's not a scary movie. That's just more of a drama. Nice thing.
There's another one called Alice, Sweet Alice from the 70s with Brooke Shields when she was like 10.
Alice, Sweet Alice.
And the little girl is the killer. Well, you think the little girl is the killer, but it's actually the lady from the Catholic Church. The nun. The nun.
Oh, wow.
It's a classic, but it's
See, I
like
like those whodunit type of
it's
horror.
Yeah,
I
like the
love those.
graphics are kind of bad, like glazy.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, they got this fat guy with a nasty, like greasy T-shirt. He's kind of like a predator with cats, and it's creepy. I think they were in New Jersey or something like that. Interesting.
That reminds me of is it When a Stranger Calls or He Called Back? It was Michael Keaton. Or Michael Douglas. And he was a psychiatrist, and a little boy kept calling the mother, but the little boy's voice is what was creepy. Hi, mommy, are you gonna pick me up? Are you gonna pick me up? And she's like, "Dong," like the music, and she's like, wait, he's dead. Why is he calling me? So her dead
that's
son was calling, telling
horrible.
her, aren't you gonna pick me up? I'm still here waiting, mommy.
Was it her
I'm still-"
fault that he died?
No, it was, he was supposed to pick him up, but he disappeared or something or died.
That's why.
So-
it's her guilt playing tricks on her.
We'll say that. This one,
Or a ghost, because maybe the ghost felt like she was
I'm gonna
guilty.
find the name so you guys can watch it because this is creepy.
Yeah.
And then it's a whodunit. Like, who's really calling?
Okay.
Is it really her son?
I wanna see that one.
So I'm gonna look for the name.
One in the 70s, I Spit on Your Grave.
I heard of it, never seen
Classic.
it.
A woman takes revenge on these deliverance type of guys, like she's out in the country and they really like do a number on her and they constantly like abuse her. And so finally they think that she's forgotten about it because she plays it cool for a few days.
And she didn't.
But excuse me, sorry. She gets each and every one of them, like avenges them, smooth, like waits days and shit. Like
And she gets them.
oh yeah. She doesn't call cops. She gets each of them in a different brutal way because they really messed her up. So it's very explicit. So it's one of those grindhouse movies. Grindhouse, they got like nudity and abuse, like stuff. But good movie.
That's to cut you off. But the movie's called When Michael Calls.
When Michael Calls.
When Michael
You
Calls.
said that's the 70s, right?
1972 with Michael Douglas.
I'm telling you, 70s was the best time for
And
them.
it's one of those movies. Every time the kid would call, it was creepy. Like, ooh, you get and exactly. He's like, "Mommy, are you gonna pick me up?"
Makes you
Mommy?
want to check in.
He's
huh?
like, "Holy crap!" Like,
Yeah, if something like that happened, that would make me want to check in. Get me some pills.
Oh.
Forget about that noise, you know. Exorcist, of course, it's a classic.
Oh yeah.
And Nightmare on Elm Street, I said. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. That was the one with the claws. That was the one that creeped me
Yeah.
out. Cause he's a man, right? His face is burnt. You can't sleep. And then he's the predator, you know. So grown-ups always tell you, you know, don't talk to that man or don't talk to these strangers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he was a nasty man, and he killed people in their sleep. But he got all the kids who parents took revenge on him and burned them. It took me years to find that out, and to find out there was a series that the movies were based on. For those of you who don't know, that came out before the movie.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was based on a story of,
They
of a little town.
depth with it too.
Yep. Little town.
They take revenge on his ass. So you know,
what was your number one?
my number one, that was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again,
I know I had a lot. Have you ever heard of Hellraiser though? That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
one
Oh my God.
That scares me. to this
Hellraiser
day.
was the crazy one
was-
with the pins and all that.
that
Yeah,
was realistic to me.
There are a lot of some. Yeah, I know people are like, oh, but what about polka dice and all? Yeah,
Poltergeist, yes.
but we're
of
talking about
course.
ones that really scared us.
Yeah.
You know,
Poltergeist.
it didn't scare me.
Yeah.
It didn't scare me.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like we're talking about our top 10.
It was
so
creepy.
Let us know what your top 10s were.
And it was a classic, of course.
It's a classic,
and people
of
did
course.
die doing it.
But movies like that, like When a Stranger Calls, is another good one.
Yeah.
Old one.
Anything where you're out in the boondocks.
Stranger's Calls is
Chainsaw Massacre.
a movie when a stranger calls, but kept telling the babysitter, "Have you checked the kids yet?" And,
Right.
and she's like,
That was this one
"No,
from the 70s.
I checked the kids." You sure? Check the kids. So she got mad and called the cops and said, "Someone kid's pranking me."
Yeah, he was in the
so
house,
the cops
right?
said, "I'm gonna check it."
That's
The lady called back the house and the doc and
That's
the,
creepy.
the creepy
house
part-
is too big.
the cop could. He's in the house. Get out the house. She got scared and ran up the stairs.
But it was
and the
hours she was
kids-
in the house,
the
right?
kids were already dead, sliced up and everything. It was crazy.
How long was it?
It was at least a half an hour, 20 minutes of him playing
that's
around
too
with
bad.
her. Man.
Hello?
Have you checked the children?
What? Hello, could you get me the police?
Well, there's really nothing we can do about it down here.
Have you checked the children?
He's watching me through the windows.
Well, if he calls again, we can try to trace it.
Why haven't you checked the children?
Please, can't you help me? I'm all alone here. What do you want?
Your blood.
Leave me alone! Jill, this is Sergeant Sacker. We've traced the call. It's coming from inside the house. Jill, just get...
And then that movie, only the first hour was good. After that,
That's where Scream
she
got
got
it from.
older, moved to the city, and then
Really?
he went back trying to find her. It got
Really?
kind of boring. So, you know.
So the second one wasn't fun.
No, the movie itself, but the second half of the movie
Oh, the
was
second
like
half.
kind of boring.
Yeah.
You know, but
Because it already happened.
yeah,
So what happened at the end?
she found the person, wind up killing him, and all
Oh,
that. It's,
yeah.
You know, but there
The
are
suspense was over.
so many good movies like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to talk about gore and stuff like that, then you will have to go to zombie movies,
Yeah.
like Night of the Living
Of
Dead
course.
and all that.
What was the other one with
Demon.
Bennett? Mexican guy. What was when they were in Mexico?
Trying to think.
Banderas. Banderas is Mexican, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Antonio Banderas and Helma Sayek.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn. Yes.
That was a Tarantino.
That was a good movie. That was a heck of a movie. The people you think
Vampire
that was
movie.
going to survive didn't survive, and the ones you hoped. It was a crazy movie.
Yeah, it can't
Salma
be
Hayek.
predictable.
Salma Hayek was one of those that's why there were so many vampires, because all the guys were going into that bar. I would have been like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
She was at her
hot,
prime. She was
you
at
know.
her prime.
But it was a good thing.
Both of them were in their prime because he was pretty handsome.
Yeah, and this guy was there. The guy from ER. What's his name? Clooney.
Yeah.
George Clooney. He was the star of the show. So heck of a movie. Watch that one, Dusk to Dawn. They got 2 parts, or 2 or 3, but I know I watched the first 2 parts. It was real good. The second part they explain a little bit more because at the end they show the whole village on the other side of all this, so it didn't end. So movies like that are pretty good.
The good ones, like 1,000. What was it? 100 Days Later. Or?
Or what about 30 Days a Night?
Yeah.
When
they were in Alaska,
where it turns
Alaska
dark for 30 days.
Freaks me out with that because they do go dark for the whole month. So if you need vitamin D and
you're not getting it. Your darkness from the whole. You know what? Wake me up in the morning. There's never no morning for another 30 days, 30 to 60 days. So listen, but that was all our horror flashbacks.
For now,
yeah.
There's
Next week we'll touch a little bit of horror in kids. What do you call it?
Hotel Transylvania stuff.
Yeah, I want to go to the creepy kid movies.
I've actually seen all of those.
Creepy kid movies.
There's 3 of Hotel Transylvanias, right?
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
And I want to get into gore. Let's get into some gore next week. Some gore movies. No. Let's go to urban legend that's based on true stories. The movies.
Like what?
Like again, like Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that.
Okay.
Things like that. We're gonna do our research and find movies that were based on true story. Amityville, of course. Things like that. But keep on being creepy and scary all this whole month, and let us know
safely
some good movies. And then, of course, at the end of the month, we'll talk about horror movies that are good now. There's not that many.
Yeah, that's why I was waiting for. Is that 100-day thing?
Yeah.
Did that come out yet? Was it 100 days? 100 years?
100
years later?
It was
100 months. I don't know.
I think that's the zombie movie, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be like 30 years.
Outbreak
30 years later, because it was 30 days. And now it's 30 years later.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. It's on my key to watch it. I gotta go watch it.
It's still in theaters.
Yeah, it didn't push me to go watch it, so I don't know.
I don't want to be disappointed, so
because
you watch it for free and let me know.
The trailer alone looked like some kind of
half-assed, like they still making the movie.
Like how you call that?
It's still filming.
Waterworld type of thing, It looked like a fake.
And Waterworld's reputation.
Escape from New York type of thing.
Waterworld.
Yeah, that's what it looks like Escape from New York type of thing.
I don't like that because that's how Quiet Place 2 was.
What was that Tina Turner movie? Thunderdome or something like that?
She had a movie?
Yeah, it was one of those type of things. But anyway, we'll check you out next week with some more things. Just let us know in the comments, and we'll probably try to watch it if we haven't.
Absolutely.
So we'll see you next week.
Step into the light where the stories glow, the laughter's high and the vibes just flow. Community heartbeats, we're here to show. This is the rhythm of the LDM show. We bring the news.